Hello, welcome back to the Young Professionals Math Bootcamp. This is lesson 11. We're going to be talking about mean, median, and mode, and a little bit about probability. First of all, what do these words mean? So if you look at your first slide, we call these measures of central tendency. So mean is the same thing as average. So some questions might ask you to find the mean, some will ask you for the average. Those two words are the same. So the mean is the average of a group of numbers. And we'll do some examples of that in a bit. The median is the middle value in a set of numbers. So median, middle. And mode is the value that occurs most often in a set of data. So with these examples, you'll see you can always find a mean. You can always find the median. You cannot always find the mode. There might not always be a mode because there might not be a number that occurs more than once. Our next slide shows us an example. So during a 7-hour period, a toy store recorded the above number of sales. So you have 7 hours there, and how many sales happened in each hour? So you have 43, 28, 24, and so on. So if you want to find the average number of sales, or the mean, you're going to simply add up all those numbers and then divide by 7. So why do we divide by 7? Because there are 7 hours. If there were 5 hours of sales, we would divide by 5. So when you add up all those sales, you'll get 248. You divide 248 by 7, and your mean or your average is 35.42. So now to find the median and the mode. To find the median, again, that's the middle number. So you would place those numbers in consecutive order, starting with the smallest. That's usually the easiest way to go. So you would put 24, then 28, 32, 36, and so on. Put them in order numerically. Because you have an odd number of values, it's simple to find. That middle number, which is 36, that's your median. So you just put your numbers in order numerically and find that middle number. Now this example, there is no mode because you do not see any number that appears more than once. So with this example, there is no mode, and that's an answer sometimes. Another question you might be asked is the range. The range is just the difference between the largest and the smallest number. So the largest number of sales here was 48, and the smallest number was 24. So the range in this set of values is 24. Now we're going to look at another example on the board. So here you have some houses that are for sale. So you're looking at the cost, and you're visiting 5 different houses, and these are what they're asking. So you have 182,300, 167,450, and so on. So 5 different prices. So if I want to find the mean or the average sale price, I would simply add these up. So you're going to add all 5 numbers, and that comes out to 935,210. Because I have 5 different prices, I'm going to divide by 5. So this number divided by 5 comes out to 187,042. So that's my average or my mean. Now if I want to find my median, which again, I think of median like when you're driving in Michigan, you have the part between the roads going opposite directions. That's your median. It's the middle. You would put your numbers in numerically in order and find the middle one. So in this case, the smallest number is this 167,450. And then these are all 182s. We have 2 that are this 182,300. And then we have 182,400. And then finally we have this one, 220,760. So our median is this one right in the middle. That's our median. And then with this one, you do have a mode because this number appears twice. So this is our mode. So we found our mean, our median, which is our middle number, and then our mode is 182, 300 because it appears more than once. If I needed to find the range, again, the range is the difference between the largest number, which is 220,760, and then the smallest price, or the least expensive, 167,450. So my range is 53,310. So I'm looking at houses that range from 167 to 220, but the difference is about 53,000. So I would try with these examples, try to do them on your own. Again, use a calculator, try it without a calculator, and make sure you understand the difference between mean, median, mode, and range. We're also going to look at basic probability. So what is probability? Probability is the study of how likely it is for an event to occur. So what are the chances that something's going to happen? So we think about this often when you play the lotto, if you're betting on something, if you're trying to figure out what the weather is going to be like. What's the probability? What's the likelihood something is going to happen or not happen? So here is an example. We have Leanne has a bag filled with 6 marbles, and it breaks it down to the different colors. So we have 2 red, 1 yellow, 1 orange, and 1 green. What is the probability she will reach in and take a red marble? So again, she has 6 total marbles, and 2 are red, 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 green. So even if, let's say the problem only gave us this, it didn't even tell us 6, we could obviously add them up to know that there are 6. So you have 2 red, 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 green. What is the probability that you're going to pull a red marble? Well, altogether we have 6. So it's similar to working out a fraction. Altogether, you have 6 marbles. How many are red? 2. So you have 2 out of 6 chance you're going to pull a red marble. With probability, still, you always want to reduce, just like a fraction. So I can divide both by 2. They're both divisible by 2. So my chances, or Leanne's chances of pulling out a red marble would be 1 out of 3. If they had asked, what is the probability she will pull out an orange marble? That would be 1 out of 6, because there's only 1 yellow marble. Okay, another example we have is somebody that is flipping a coin, but they're not just flipping it 1 time, they're going to flip the coin 3 times. So it's going to look a little different. If you flip a coin, you know there are 2 sides, heads and tails. So there's a 50-50 chance that you'll land on heads or tails. But this question is asking us, what is the probability the coin will land on tails all 3 times? So we want it to be on tails all 3 times. So the first time, the chances of it landing on tails is 50-50 or 1/2. The second time, we're going to leave that as 1/2. The second time is also 1/2. Again, 50-50 chance. The third time, it's going to be 1/2 again. So each time, it's a 50-50 chance or a 1/2 chance that he will land on heads or tails. So we're just going to multiply the first chance times the second times the third. Remember, when you're multiplying fractions, you go straight across. 1 times 1 times 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So there's a 1/8 chance that when he flips that coin 3 times in a row, it will land on tails each time. So that is it for probability and mean, median, and mode, and we'll see you on the next lesson.